Okay, good morning, BNI. As Garrett said, we are your source for office equipment solutions. And what does that mean? That means basically that we sell printers, copiers, and faxes and scanners. So we have both new, used, and refurbished equipment, and we sell them, we lease them, we repair them. Our service technicians are factory trained. We have full access to tech support and all OEM products and parts that you might need to keep your office equipment running. And we have a copier to fit every office equipment need. Whether you need a tabletop copier because you need a small footprint or you don't have a lot of room, you need a full-size floor model that will have the capability to fold, spindle and mutilate, sort, staple, trifold, bifold. We have machines that will fill all of those functions for you. And our copiers have the latest and greatest technology built into them, whether that's scan to email, Citrix email encryption, internet faxing with archival properties. What that means is you can actually fax right from your computer without printing it over, walking to the fax machine. Some industries you might need to be able to prove not only when you sent it, but exactly what you sent at that time. And the copiers and faxes and scanners are capable of rendering all that information where you can pull it up later and prove exactly what you sent to them. Our copiers are also capable of scanning in a HIPAA-compliant fashion right into the EMR. There are not many of those pieces of equipment out today that are capable of doing that. There's a difference in technology between Twain scanners, and not all Twain scanners are created equal. The MiraTek copiers can fulfill that need. They're also capable of grading tests for you. If you've seen an ACT test, that's one of those tests that you bubble in. Our copiers can actually, with the software loaded, go out, grade the test, archive it, index it, and you can refer to it later, and it can reduce downtime. So if you know somebody that's in an environment where maybe it's a charter school, maybe you know a director of a small school district, new municipalities, school districts are very important. This could possibly save them a ton of time and money. And we don't just sell copiers, obviously we also sell laser printers and multifunction printers. The difference is a laser printer is basically just a printer. It can sit on a desktop. It can be attached by either network or USB. A multifunction printer, on the other hand, has several technologies built into it. Usually they come with print, copy, fax, and scan technologies all built into it on board, so you can do it all right from one office machine. The questions you need to ask yourself, is it properly networked and properly deployed? So, do you have multiple people that need to print to it, and is it set up USB? Are you using a shared network connection? Those are questions that need to be answered. A shared network printer is capable of serving a large work group, where a USB printer typically is capable of just serving one individual or a couple of individuals on a small work group. Is your equipment properly deployed? Do you have enough? Do you have too many? Are you spending dollars that you don't need to spend? And who's in charge of your resources? Is it Miss Betty printing out pictures of her beautiful grandchildren to fill her scrapbook? Is it Bill, who just came back from trout fishing in Patagonia and is putting together a photo album of 8.5 by 11 glossy pictures? Or is it HP? Toners comprise mainly of three particles, and those are ferrous oxide, carbon, and paraffin. So if anybody knows what those are, that's iron, charcoal, and wax. For that, HP likes to charge you maybe $283 for a toner. It's a definite revenue stream. They give the printers away cheap and charge you astronomical prices for toners on the backside. If you notice here at the bottom, on the mint mark there, it says E pluribus fulum. So let AAA Office Solutions show you how to be in the driver's seat with our total print management solution. We offer compatible toner cartridges that are going to save you about 40% over Office Max or box store pricing. Our failure rate is lower than HP OEM failure rate. And when you buy toners from us, you pay $0 labor dollars on needed repairs. So when it comes time to put in a maintenance kit on your favorite laser printer, those typically run anywhere from $200 to $300. You're going to get a 10% discount on an OEM part, and you're going to have no labor costs. That's going to save you about $200 on a repair on average. Not to mention you're saving 40% on your toner pricing day in, day out. And when some of those toners are $300 to $500, that can be very impactful. A few of the brands that we carry are Lexmark, HP, Sharp, Samsec, MiraTek, and Kyocera. And if you have a need for a scanner, we have scanners that will help you index those documents, get them to the cloud, get them to a local server where you can access them, where you can disseminate them to members of your staff immediately without them logging into your QuickBooks. If you have paper records sitting around in a back room and you don't know what to do, it's hard to find them, it's hard to sort through those, we can help you. In most cases, if it's a large project, we even do the scanning for you so you don't have to deal with the headaches. How do you know if a referral is a good fit for AAA Office Solutions? If somebody is moving to a new office or complaining that their copier is too slow or malfunctions quite often, or they have paper documents sitting around, any of those would make a referral a good fit for AAA Office Solutions. We'll be glad to go out and consult with them. The consultation's free, and we can help guide them to a solution that will make their life easier and make their office more productive. How do you know AAA is a good fit for your referral? Because we offer excellent service. Our techs are factory trained. We have OEM parts, guaranteed parts, on-time arrivals, and that all adds up to customer satisfaction. You know your customer is going to be well taken care of. You know that we stand behind our products, 100% guarantee. And at AAA Office Solutions, we know that in today's digital world, that all technology is not equal, and it is no longer just the fax man. So, yes, sir.
You have 3 minutes.
3 minutes remaining, okay. Sorry, I got a little off there with the slideshow, but okay, so I'll take some Q&A briefly, and if anybody has any.
What's EMR?
EMR, electronic medical records. So the Twain technology that exists today in like most desktop scanners, it won't integrate into those directly from that. There has to be a conversion process. Yes?
I imagine when we try to give you referrals and we suggest someone complaining about their printer that they should talk to you, they're going to say, well, I'm walking to a contract. What do you offer to, like, what is
In some cases, in some cases we can actually buy those leases out. In other cases, the contracts are a little more open-ended than they may realize. We might need to take a look at it and help provide guidance for that. Most contracts, if it's just a service contract and not a lease, a lot of times there's a 30-day window where they just have to notify the vendor that they want out of the contract.
Question. At our talk shop, my talk shop office, we have a printer that we're having to do that deal where you have to pay out the nose for the cartridges.
Yes, ma'am.
And how do I avoid that expense with a very small office?
Well, we can actually take a look at what, is it on a lease plus purchase or just toner?
I did what you said. I paid almost nothing for the printer, now I'm paying out the nose for the printer.
Yeah, consult with us. Let us take a look at what you have and show us. Let us show you how to save money on that. Be glad to do a one-to-one with you.
Galen, do you have a sweet spot? Like, do you want a business that just has one copier printer, or that has a million copiers of printers? Is there somewhere in the middle? Like, is there a size that you?
Actually, I'm working on a deal right now with Muratech. It's not in Memphis, actually. It's in Daytona. It's 150 copiers. So I would say anywhere from 1 to 100, 150 would be our sweet spot, definitely.
So, $1 million too much?
Yes, definitely. At this point. However, I know some bankers that can help us get there. Okay? Mark.
How'd you get into business?
Actually, years ago, we were refilling laser toner cartridges. I was still employed with Pepsi-Cola, my previous job. I was a district manager with them, and I needed to do something different. And so I started the business with Dad, and we couldn't find anybody to repair our printer, so we started doing that. And then a copier is just a printer with a scanner attached, so one thing just sort of led to another. So, any other questions? Well, thank you for having me this morning. I enjoyed it very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you.